Good day everyone. For today's report, I'm going to tackle the structural, functional perspective basic concept and implication for social work practice. But before that, let's define first what is structural, functional perspective. Definition, no? First definition is school of thought according to society, institutions, relationship roles and norms that together serves a purpose. Each is indispensable for the continued existence of the others and of society as a whole. Second, sees society as a complex system whose parts work together to promote solidarity and stability. Third, attempts to explain why society functions the way it does by focusing. Now, when we say school of thoughts, it is a intellectual or tradition, no? And perspective ng grupo who shared common opinion and outlook, no? Like discipline, belief, and social movement. Now, when we say complex system, it is arrangement of a great number related but various elements with relationship and interconnection. In relation to functionalist perspective, no? Tinitingnan dito yung complex system working together to promote solidarity and stability, which means this approach look at the society as a macro level orientation and broadly focuses on the social structures that shape society as a whole. So kung makikita natin dito, no, yung interrelated ng religion, education, family, and judicial system, nagka-create siya ng society. So it is mostly focusing on the society perspective. Pag sinabi nating significance, no, ito yung mga importante and magkapareho. And the seriousness of the structural functional perspective. Now, sinasabi dito, emphasize the formal ordering of parts and their functional interrelation as contributing to the maintenance needs of a structured social system. Second, no, the function of any institution or recurrent social activity was the part it played in the maintenance of the larger structure as whole. Now, in relation to the social structure, no, kung makita natin in sociology, relationship or interaction between groups of different people in society. So, makita natin itong three levels of structure that often occurs, no? Number one is the macro-analysis, meso-analysis, and micro-analysis. Now, ang macro-analysis looks at the broad category and system like large population groups like entire countries or economic, no? Pwede possible dito yung mga laws natin, no, in the larger context, no, as a nation. So sa paggawa ng mga batas, no, tinitingnan yung anong benefit as a whole nation, no, in macro level. And second, in meso-analysis, studies communities or certain groups in society. And pangatlo is micro-analysis, no, pinakamaliit. Observers pattern and collects data from smaller group like families, individuals. So yun, no. So ano mga best example nito? Nation, no. Saan ba category yung nation in the macro analysis? Yan level. Economics, no. Nasa macro pa rin. Racial groups, meso, no. Religion, nasa meso. Legal system, yes, yung binanggit ko kanina in a macro level yan. Political parties, nasa macro level analysis yan siya. So, ayan. Sige, patuloy tayo. In structural functional perspective, no, may main two elements tayo dito. Sinasabi dito yung structure and function. So, yung structure, no, refers to institution or part of a socio-political system. In macro level yan siya, no? Consider institutions like judiciary, parliament, and administrative bodies. They form the skeleton of a political system. Pangatlo, no, forms the basis of political system. Yun yung structure. Now, the function is point to the role or job that sees institution as key players. Yan, no? Pangalawa, these are the roles that the above structure perform. For instance or sample, no? The judiciary function is to provide justice, while the parliament role is to make laws. Pangatlo, role or job that institution play in the system. Now, furthermore explanation nito, okay, what is, kung makita natin ano yung social political system, no? Ito ay involved na combination of social and socio-political issues such as mostly mga human rights, no? For example, no, kung makita natin yung structure in socio-political factors, it include the, ano yan siya, security, poverty, wealth, income, no? Inequality of distribution of wealth, no? Social integration and political conflicts yan siya. Now, kung makita natin yung structures natin in Philippines perspective, no? It is US system siya, no? Adapt natin yung US system by 1987 Constitution during Aquino administration. Now, anong klaseng structure tayo meron? The government is a bicameral legislation and independent judiciary. So, yun yung structure natin, and the president limited for only 6 years. Now, we go to structural functionalism for the application. No? First, significantly impactful in the realm of education and learning. Second, often used as pedagogical tool. It aids in designing more effective learning strategies and processes. Pangatlo, no, it is involved an in-depth understanding of the structures and the term function at play within a learning environment and how these two elements interrelate to enhance or impede learning process. Now, ano ba ibig sabihin ng pedagogical tools, no? Sinasabi dito, by person to person, no? Age level of education and situation, no? Anything can be pedagogical tool in the right circumstances. So, meaning, kung nasaan ka man, kung anong area ka or anong community ka, pwede mo magamit itong pedagogical tools, no? Saan? Anong klase na gamit na pwede mo siyang gamitin? So, number one is handouts. Second is IEC, no? The Information Education Campaign. You can use that also in the community. And mga handouts models. Mostly ginagamit ito sa atin, sa mga social worker, development working, and mostly din sa mga NDPs, no? Yung mga nurse natin na kasama natin sa community. Now, in relation to the strategies and processes of the structural functionalism, sinasabi din dito, no, na importante yung strategies and process. Bakit? No? Para ma-analyze natin in the current situation ng isang community. So, kung ma-analyze natin, magkakaroon tayo ng creation, no? Or creating or developing a plan. Para saan? No? Ito ay importante para makita natin kung saan tayo papunta, anong goals natin, and paano natin ma-execute yung plano. Now, in relation to the social work perspective, no? Ano yung best example dito? Na we promote, no, yung social welfare, no, para sa structural functionalism as a macro level, help people from grounds overcome the individual challenge they are facing. Yes. Second, nagiging advocate din tayo saan, no, for social and economic justice for members of the community. We also embody the ano code of ethics sa social works, no? Meron nga ako na kasamahan na social worker, no? He really embraced the code of ethics ng social worker, no? Kung hindi niya man scope yung work, pero he embrace pa, no? Nag-allocate pa siya ng time to just to able to help those in need or assist the family, mostly in the most domestic conflicts, no? May din ako na encounter dito, although nasa Kalahi ako, but yung mga kasama ko dito in the office. Okay, actually you can agree or disagree with my explanation on limitation. Now, sinasabi dito sa limitation, no, overemphasis on stability. Now, yung best description niya is focuses excessively on stability, downplaying conflicts. Naniniwala ba kayo dito? So, you can also comment me down, no, for this. Failure to account for change. Yes, pwede. Struggles to accommodate change over time. Now, kung makita natin yung Philippine Constitution natin, medyo matagal na talaga, no? Even though sa system, no, in the government, when it comes to implementation, so medyo matagal din talaga ang process. So, ayun, no, yun yung best example ko. So, hopefully, ma-change natin over that time. Pero, I don't know, no? Hindi naman siya sad to say na hindi siya na-change. Na-change man siya, pero in a little way lang talaga. Ka-third, no? Overgeneralization. Yes. May oversimplify complex system. So, kung makita natin yung government institution, no? So, like, ano ba? Like, DA, no? Sa DA may branches din siya, no? Yung Bureau of yung BFAR, no? Bureau of Aquatic and Resources, and many more, no? Yung Philippine Coconut, isang institution lang naman yan sila, pero nagiging complex system siya, no? So, what do you think? You can comment me down. Difficulties in measuring variables. Do you agree about this? And challenges in measuring structure and function. So, nalilito sila sa structure and function, no? Now, in summary, no, for structural functionalism, ito lang tandaan natin. It is a macro level. Macro level saan, no? That looks on how all structure or institution in society working together. Example for this is the society include education, healthcare, family, legal system, economy, and religion, no? When we implement developmental aspects sa community, no? We ang term, because we network, we operate, we maintain, we sustain, we execute, we plan. For that, no? Thank you so much. And for the application, let's interview some of the registered social worker that are already working. Ayan, no? Mag-i-interview ako dito. So, you will see the video. Thank you.
The structural functional perspective. Implication for social work practice. I am Marisa E. Hugo, a registered social worker, municipal link under Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino Program, assigned in Imelda Zamboanga, Sibugay. The Pantawid Program is a human development measures of the national government that provides cash grants to the poorest of the poor to improve the health, nutrition, and education of the children 0 to 18 years old. Its objectives is to give social assistance and social development. My roles and functions as a municipal link is to conduct city administration and conduct a case management to the household at the survival level, non-compliant, and referral dysfunctional families and CSNSP to SWAT team. Conduct of family development session with the LGU links, parent leaders, and members. Maintain and monitor caseload as follows: total registration, updated schools, and daycare. Facilitate other activities of the program at the municipal level with the LGU leaders and other stakeholders. Serve as a secretariat to the MAC meetings. Monitor and ensure supply side requirements in coordination with the partners. Profiling of beneficiaries, parent leaders, and LGU leads. Prepare performance contract evaluation. Prepare monitoring and quarterly accomplishment. Attend the department meetings, activities, special orders. Challenges in work. Number 1, dealing with other people with different characteristics. In dealing with people, we must know what are their differences, recognize culture differences, and unconscious bias. See people objectively, not personally. Embrace their differences. Be flexible with your communication skills. And remember that people are full of complexities. Number 2 is urgent reports. We must have the time management. Know what we prioritize in order to meet the deadline of reports. Being a social worker is a challenging, but despite of the challenges, if we see our beneficiaries alleviate their economic situation and their life has been changed, it's a very fulfilling. Thank you.
And thank you so much. God bless us all.